He was hungry, and hunger in the ancient world was a death sentence. His name doesn't matter. He was just a man, stick-thin, barefoot, wrapped in rough animal hide, walking the same dirt path he walked every single morning, the one that led into the forest that fed him, the forest that sometimes tried to kill him. Today, he didn't know which one it would be. The trees were thick, the air was heavy. Every snapped twig beneath his feet sounded like a drum. He carried nothing but a crude wooden spear sharpened against a river stone the night before. It wasn't much, but it was everything. He moved deeper. Berries were too few. The river was too dry. The small animals had disappeared, gone quiet in that way animals do when something bigger is nearby. He ignored the warning. He needed food. His stomach made the decisions now. Then he heard it. A rustle. Low to the ground. Clumsy. Small. He crouched, gripped his spear, peered through the tall grass. And there it was. A lion cub. Young, golden, stumbling over its own enormous paws, batting at a butterfly like it had never once considered that the world was dangerous. He stared. Then something shifted inside him. Not fear, something older than fear. Something that lives in the chest of every man who has ever been hungry enough to stop thinking clearly. He saw the cub, and he thought, I can take it. He charged. The cub yelped, scrambled, hissed. But our man was fast. Faster than you'd expect from someone who hadn't eaten in 2 days. He wrestled that cub to the ground with everything he had. Elbows, knees, grunts that echoed through the trees. The cub swatted at him, claws catching air. He pinned it, held it still. The cub went limp, dazed, confused, not hurt, but absolutely done with whatever this was. He stood up, chest heaving, hands trembling, a wild grin spreading across his face. He had done it. He, a single, stick-thin, barefoot man with a sharpened stick, had just taken down a lion. He raised his spear toward the sky. He let out a cry that echoed through the canopy. Birds scattered. Leaves shook. The forest went absolutely silent. He was the greatest hunter who had ever lived. He closed his eyes for just 1 second, just one, to let the victory sink in. And then he felt it. Not a sound, not a movement, something heavier than sound, a presence, the kind that presses against your skin before your brain catches up to what it means. The slow, certain weight of being watched by something that has never once in its entire life been afraid of anything. He opened his eyes. He turned around. She was enormous. The mother lion stood at the tree line, completely still, tail low, amber eyes locked onto him with an expression that could only be described as deeply unimpressed. She looked at her cub. She looked at him. She looked at his little spear. She did not roar. She didn't need to. What happened next was fast, cartoonishly fast. Our brave ancient hero, conqueror of lion cubs, champion of the forest, greatest hunter of his generation, was in the air for exactly 1 second before disappearing entirely into the kind of darkness that has no morning after it. The cub sat up, blinked, watched, then batted at the butterfly again. The forest went back to normal. Birds returned, leaves settled, the river kept running, and somewhere out there a wooden spear lay alone on the ground, still sharpened, still perfect, completely unused in the moment that mattered most. He was hungry, and hunger in the ancient world was a death sentence. He just didn't know the sentence would arrive on 4 legs, with a mane and absolutely no mercy. If you learned something new, smash that like button, share this with a friend, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss a fact.